Alright guys, so a quick video of maybe what not to do in a race, and just to give a bit of background. So there's this guy in the 95 Porsche here, and he was in second. I think he qualified in second, and he's in the middle. Him and a few of his buddies appear to be doing a last to first challenge. So this is let's go back to the very start of the race and skip it on with a couple of minutes. So just to set the tone really as to the type of, I won't call it desperation, but let's say the type of risk that these guys are willing to take on, right? So, no, don't quit, play. So we can see up ahead, these lads are starting to peel off track to the left, and so he's in there as well, the 95 Porsche. There he is. Now I'm purposely not putting the hood on because I don't want to, identify people by their names. There is a full replay of this race where the name is visible, but whatever. So anyway, into turn one, there is the Porsche and his buddies. And let's skip forward a bit. So he's going to start making kind of, high risk sort of dives and stuff like that. But he makes them stick, to be fair. So if he wants to take on a bit of risk, I think it's okay. It's not unreasonable so far. You'll see now when I pass the Beamer, he comes at the Beamer from a different postcode. Now he's lucky that Beamer didn't start to turn in, otherwise he would have been wiped out there. Where it gets really interesting for me was coming up to the chicane. Let me just pop it on a little bit, and yeah, let's have a look from the regular camera view. I don't know what we'll see here, but don't worry, we'll break this down and analyse it. So he tries to go around the outside, and then that happens. And let's just look at this again from well, actually, let's look at my onboard first of all, right? So bit of background, right? So I didn't qualify. I'm at the back, and I feel that I'm going to be, somewhat quicker maybe than some of the guys around me. But I have to be cautious, right? Because we've got a heavy braking area, a lot of cars ahead. So I'm being cautious. The other lad in the Porsche is on a last to first challenge. Comes from the outside and drives across the front of the car. Now, he lit up in chat basically saying that, I drove into him. He was ahead of me, and I've smacked him off. Now, where can I go, right? And even if we bring it back to the point of impact, so I'm committed to the curb. My steering wheel is pointing to the right. To be perfectly honest, I just about see him now. I didn't actually give him credit for being mad enough to go around the outside and put your car in that sort of position. Like, this dude is in absolute no man's land at the moment. We've got a car on the inside, which is me. I'm going to be riding the curb, taking a tight line. What happens when a GT3 car takes this curb? It goes airborne momentarily. So with the best will in the world, I cannot actually avoid him. I only see him now, but at this point, the outcome is written. It's just a matter of playing it out. At this point, you can see my steering wheel is still turned. And let us actually, and I don't want to show the dude, so let me see if we can shift. I can't shift into his car. He's full lock. He's full steering lock onto the right hand side. Let's go. He's looking for the contact, I think. He's turning and he's on the brake. What am I to do? Completely unavoidable. And yeah. So, moral of the story is, right, last to first challenges. People do them for their, YouTube or Twitch or whatever to, make it exciting and maybe spice things up with their buddies, and that's all right. Do them. They're fun. I'm sure. I've never done one, but I'm sure they're fun. But if you're going to do one, like, don't be taking unnecessary risk. It is just like, you know, you're putting your car in an unnecessarily risky position. And even if you're to make it stick, I mean, the chances of doing it, unless you're driving against someone that's absolutely asleep, is very low, because any half decent driver is going to be committing to this chicane relatively hard. We're at the start of the race. You know, we're committing to corners, but we're being sensible, generally speaking. But like I say, doing these last to first challenges brings out this kind of desperation, shall we say. But yeah, more of the story, don't put your car in positions that put you at a disadvantage in terms of bringing the car home. You can't win, you can't place if you're off track. And I suppose what really pissed me off as well then was like, after that contact is made, typical like dude just quits, you know, like yeah, it's back to me then. So left the lobby. Yeah, there it is there. And yeah, just a typical, you know, oh, I tried to move, didn't work. Could have ruined someone else's race. Right, we're now here. Yeah, back to the bits and off to quit. Yeah, it's a great example of you know, that guy had no interest in racing at all. You know, if he had have, he would have went on to battle in the midfield. I went on to battle, had a good few battles with guys in the middle that were slower than me, but still defended quite well. But because this last to first challenge didn't work out, we have the old rage quit. But yeah, anyway guys, we'll leave it there. Again, don't do silly things with your car. And yeah, until the next one.